It's KING-KAMBUF,
Sonic on the track.
KING-KAMBUF, 100 proof, bringing you the truth. Oh man, bringing you the truth. Oh man, from rats with empathy to monkeys that complain. Some animals have emotions as complex as ours. What are they thinking? This is Ed. He's a Canadian, speaks cat. He's curious, outgoing, affectionate, and very responsive to human emotions. He also talkative. Say his name. He purrs in his portrait. His forward tilted ears show that he's alert. In his narrow pupil eyes, he
Sonic on the
reveals
track.
relax. Realize what are they thinking? By Yuda Bakakastraji. This KING-KAMBUF. Like family to observe an octopus, marine biologist David Sheen brought Heidi to live with him and his daughter. As a scene sips his morning tea, Heidi stretched yoga like in the aquarium. When the family watched TV, Heidi watched TV. When they returned home, she swished about. She was happy to see us. Swish, she says. It seems happy to see us, she says. An octopus sitting in a home room in an aquarium watching TV with the family. How about that? A sense of self. A Japanese macaque stares at its reflection in a mock mirror. Some monkeys appear to recognize the image that they are seeing as themselves, as do apes. Scientists use the so-called mirror test to determine if animals exhibit self-awareness in humans. This attribute developed around
Sonic on
18
the
months
track.
years ago. Later. Here we go, have lived. Have lived for 8 years now with my dog Charlie, a bloodhound who embarrassingly bad has trick sense. He greets jubilantly every time I come home, even if it's for a quick grocery run. I can hear his tail wagging and thumping the floor in the next room. When I laugh, he echoes my mirth, even he can't see me, yet despite sharing the city.
Sonic on the track.
Yet despite sharing this bond, I often sit down next to him on the couch, giving him a hug. As my wife, do you think he loves me? Yes, yes, she replies with only slight exasperation, with charitable because I ask so often. This routine is almost like ritual in our household. I wonder if Charlie has any thoughts about it. Looking at him shunning himself on the floor in front of the porch, making me think about deeper questions. How much do my animals' minds resemble ours? Do other species have thoughts and feelings and memories as the way that we do? As humans, we still think of ourselves as exceptional beings, fundamental difference from other animals over the past century. Half century, though scientists have amazed evidence
Sonic
of
on the
the
track.
intelligence in many non-human species. New Catalan crow snips twigs on the two fish, insects, larvae from tree trunks, octopus solve puzzles and shields with their dens, and by placed rocks and the entrance. We no longer doubt that many animals possess impressive cognitive abilities at this, but are they more than just Sophisticated automatons occupied solely with survival and pre-creation history. A growing number of behavioral studies combine the anecdotal observations in the wild. What such then are cool, pushing her dead calf around for weeks, are revealing that many species have much of a more common with humans than previous thoughts. Elephants greed, dolphins play for fun of it. Cuttlefish have distinctive personalities. Ravens seem to respond to emotional states of other ravens. Many primates form strong friendships with some species, such as elephants and orcas. The elders share knowledge gained from experience with the younger ones. Several others include
Sonic
rats
on the
are
track.
capable of acts and empathy of kindness. This emergent picture of sensitiveness and the rich inner lies among it surprisingly varied non-human species represents something of the cornucopian revelation. It is now how we view other beings of our planet until it's about 3 decades in the minds of the animals. We're not considering the topic worth a scientific inquiry. The animal's emotions, well, that's for the romantics. Recall Fran de Waal of Emory University, ethologist who has spent a lifetime studying primate behavior. De Waal was one of the
Sonic on the track.
oh, they screwed that up. Maybe I should stop or maybe we should keep going. I don't know what happened. I looked like I got one repeat, but they kept it from looping. They keep fucking with me on this shit. It's like they be getting into my computer and rewriting it. It will mute me out sometimes. I'll be spitting, and then all of a sudden they will go wah wah wah, interfering. Said, well, you don't want him to say all that shit. I wouldn't be surprised if it happens right now. Of course it won't. But Emory University ethologist who was spent a lifetime studying primate behavior, DeWall was one of the earliest voice advocates for the unrecognized animal conscience. Starting a couple of decades ago, he says scientists began to concede that certain species were sentient, but argued that their experience
Sonic
were
on the
not
track.
comparable to ours and thus not significant. The inner process of any animals are complex at this, and those of humans. This difference is that we can expect them in language. We can talk about our feelings. Body language, sounds eliminate by the ring lights. I'm gonna skip this shit. I'm talking about a pig and a ring light, and we all know that pigs have personality. Here we go. Now some behaviorists are becoming convinced that the inner possessed of many animals are as complex as those of humans. The wall says the difference that we can express them in language. We can talk about our feelings. This new understanding, if it becomes widely accepted, can spark a complete rethinking of how humans relate to treat other species, or if you recognize emotions in animals, including the sentient of insects, then you can become morally relevant, DeWall says. Then it's not the same as a rock. They are sentient beings. The scientific question to understand the
Sonic on the
inner
track.
lives of animals within. However, it is still relative, masculine, enterprise, and also controversial in the new of the South. Scientific knowing of the minds and other species is next to impossible, attributing subjective feelings to the animals and looking at behavior, and the scientists are guessing, just guessing, says David J. Anderson, a neurobiologist at this California Institute of Technology, who studied emotional linked behaviors in mice, fruit flies, and jellyfish. The researcher investigated emotions such as grief and empathy in non-humans.
Sonic on
Most
the
fend off
track.
charge. It could be anthropomorphizing the subjects we see. The way that we get closer to the truth is to test inferences made from animal behaviors. Say David Sheen, of a marine biologist at the Alaska Pacific University who studied octopuses. If you look at the anecdotes through the ages, the notion that dogs are tightly bonded to specific individuals is very clear, but there are domesticated. Can a fox do the same thing? Does a wolf have the emotional range? Does an orca feel the level of attachment to the member of its own pod? Can a dolphin become a friend with a group of fish or a scuba diver? Our intuitions lead us astray. Here all the time we will get people whose intuitions is that fake whatever it is. It's not friendship, it's the other people who think we'll just silly and denying animals in their inner lives. Anthropomorphizing is the assault of the scientific thinking. I stand guilty of indulging in it. I take delight in the watching of videos and shit that show animals displacing behavior suggests a range of emotions. We identify this with the water buffalo in the zoo enclosure, working hard to slip over the turtle, flash shell in the back, acknowledging I seen that video. Cheers from the onlookers with the sure looks though, like the self-satisfied satisfaction in the air. A panda sledding down a snow-covered hill, and the truding of this, and they're doing it again. A monkey on the edge of a canal, peeling a banana and gapping with dismay when it plops into the water. I showed this video on my face, the idea to the mate. It was life around, all around, and it could be pulsating. The emotions give me a happy feeling. The musings are not scientifically obvious, but the scientifics do recognize is the emotions didn't evolve in humans alone. Fundamentally, emotions and internal states, the drive of an animal to act in certain ways. We may think of hungry and thirst as emotions, but they are similarly in this that they are also internal states compelling action. Shehum describes them primordial emotions, and you gotta pee, you gotta get out of bed on a lazy Saturday morning and drop on your head and go to the bathroom because you have the little choice. If you don't get impulsurated, he explains, but like the invisible, imperative, primordial emotions like fear prompted practical actions in particular ways. Even the emotions like love and sorrow might be more profound, say. This are not qualified difference. All the scientific and philosophical work right now, he says, is pointing to the idea that the emotions are caring in names. However, though lofty and high at the rose is so built up from the soul, primordial emotions that the case not hard to appreciate that the race and the wide variety of species is pleased to the chimpanzee and emotions primordial to primal in some of the advanced other features. I'm gonna stop right here. This KING-KAMBUF, 100 proof, always bringing you the truth. So help me God. Amen. KING-KAMBUF, 100 proof, always bringing you the truth.
On the track.
Anyways, KING-KAMBUF, 100 proof, always bringing you the truth. KAMBUF. KAMBUF, oh KAMBUF, 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 KING-KAMBUF, 100 proof, always bringing you the truth. KING-KAMBUF, 100 proof, always bringing you the truth.
Exotic on the track.
Wow, my man.